Trevor here to break down the ultimate lighting question. 1, 2, or 3-point lighting. Let's get into it. When it comes down to filming people, whether you're filming yourself or someone else, taking portrait photos, filming an interview, recording a YouTube video, something like this, or even if you want to be the best lit on a video call or webinar, you will want to know the different ways that you can use more than one light, or if you do have one light, the best way to use it. So in this video, we'll break down how to use 1 light, 2 lights, and 3 lights to create the ultimate setup for no matter what you are shooting. So first things first, if you only have 1 light, you'll want to use this as your main light or your key light to illuminate your subject so they can be seen by the camera's footage. So for this, we're using a Panel Pro on our 5-foot stand with the barn doors on it to make sure that our light isn't spilling on anything other than me. And then you'll want to place it off to the side of your camera at about 45 degrees and then raise it up above your subject and shine it down on them, casting a shadow of your chin onto your neck. It's very natural looking. And for your key light, you'll want to make sure it's a nice, soft, diffused light. So we have our diffuser on the Panel Pro, because this will be the main light that is lighting up the face of your subject. So this is what it looks like without any key light, and this is what it looks like with a key light. So maybe you don't like that moody look with shadows onto your subject, or you want a more bright and airy look. This is where you would introduce your second light, which would be your fill light. So you'll want to place your fill light on the opposite side of the camera as your key light. And you'll want to make sure that your fill light is about half the power, if not less, of your key light. So it's just really filling in the shadows that key light is throwing onto your subject. So here we are using another Panel Pro with the diffuser on it, and these are fully adjustable. So we can just dial down the brightness of our fill light using the manual controls or the Lume Cube app. However, if you don't have a light that's dimmable, you can always just pull it away from your subject. And this 2-point lighting setup is especially great if you are filming someone that is wearing glasses, or filming yourself if you're wearing glasses. Because you have 2 lights, you can move them off to the sides of your subject, removing the glare from the frames of their glasses. So here's what it looks like with no fill light, and here is what it looks like with our fill light. And if you really want to take your content to the next level, that's where you would introduce your 3-point lighting setup to create this look. Everyone from YouTubers to Hollywood is creating this look, and for a good reason. It does an amazing job of separating your subject from the background, and in all honesty, it just looks good. It gives your subject that little pop to take your content from, B grade to an absolute A+. So a big tip when you're setting up your backlight is something that's called motivated lighting. The best way to explain this is looking at those warm light bulbs behind me. Now, from the viewer's perspective, it probably looks like those are lighting me up. That is the backlight that is giving me this warm glow and separating me from the background. But in all reality, we have a Panel Pro just off to the side that is on a very warm color temperature. So now you can see that the Panel Pro is actually the rim light that is hitting the back of my head. However, it appears a bit unnatural, like it's just coming out of nowhere. So you'll want to use your motivated lighting to have something in your frame that gives the viewer the impression that the light is coming from that light source. So here's what it looks like with no rim light, and here's what it looks like with our rim light, and here is what it looks like with our motivated light. So in conclusion, we have our 3-point lighting setup. First we have our key, then we have our fill, then we have our rim light, and then we have our motivated light. There you have it, the breakdown of 1, 2, and 3-point lighting for your content. What is your favorite lighting setup? Share in the comments below so we can see what you're working with. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Do your videos look like this, or do they look like no lights, lights, no lights, lights, no lights, lights. In all honesty, it just looks good. Right?